So when you're feeling uncertain, that's when you want to be able to go within and hear your inner voice that can guide you as to what's the right step to take. And I love using IFS and A Course in Miracles to help you do that. I'm Amy Rose, and I have a private practice where I use IFS to help clients practice A Course in Miracles to access your true self, that inner light and sovereignty that has healing power and can help you heal old wounds, dissolve old stuck pain, and experience more joy, more harmony, peace, and well-being that A Course in Miracles talks about. And really any spiritual practice invites us to go within to connect with, right? So A Course in Miracles just defines a miracle as every time we remove the block to our awareness of the presence of love, which means love is always there, just sometimes we've cut ourselves off. We don't have access to it in the moment. And so where IFS comes in is it's a wonderful, non-pathologizing, loving, psychological framework that can help you heal what A Course in Miracles describes are these blocks to love. These are the parts of us that may have a hard time quieting our mind, or are fearful, or have anxiety. And so in that moment, we can't hear our inner voice. So A Course in Miracles says the miracle comes quietly into the mind that stops an instant and is still. That's the trick, right? How can we go within and be still when the world is demanding all our attentions with notifications and bombarding us with information? It's a lot harder these days to connect with that true self, who you are, and hear your inner voice. So IFS is a beautiful way to start to explore what happens. Let's say you sit down and you try and meditate or take a few breaths and your mind is racing. Then you can be sort of judgmental and hard on yourself, like, oh, I'm not meditating, what's wrong with me? And so IFS sort of interrupts all of that and helps you realize these are parts of you, they're not your true essence, and they need something. And we have lots of techniques we can use to help these parts get soothed. We call it self-soothing, bringing our true self to these parts to see what's going on. So let's say you take a few breaths and your mind is racing. The next time that happens, see if you can notice what's happening. Maybe a part keeps writing a to-do list, or another part's like thinking about something in the future. And see if you can kind of conceptualize this part of you as like a little character, someone you might talk to and have a dialogue with. And you know, just like a child who's distressed and needs something, you can't just close your eyes and tune them out and say, I'm not listening to you right now, I'm just missing you, I'm going to focus on myself. That doesn't work, right? And it doesn't work with the parts of us that are distressed. So what A Course in Miracles calls the ego, IFS would say these are a collection of parts that we can bring healing to. And A Course in Miracles would say the ego always speaks first, and it speaks in the voice of fear, anger, guilt, and shame. But what if you could talk to that part of you that's thinking that way or wanting something and bring it into peace? Then you can open your mind to that still place. So if you're interested in how to do that, I'm going to post a video on how IFS works in terms of healing, and also how the healing process happens. I'll put links to them below. And if you want mentoring in this, feel free to reach out to me at my website, Delight the World.